Hello, everyone. I am Rick McBride,
I'm Sariaki,
and we are
your property masters.
Oh, we missed it again.
You missed it.
And we are
Your
property masters. So how you doing?
Great.
Speaker.
Anybody else get as annoyed with him as me on what I have to do when we're talking to you?
That's all right. I ordered a new thing so you can have a little microphone
no
on
matter
here.
What.
So they'll be able to hear us better soon. And when we get to our new office, we're going to have
Are you not going to put that on?
And
or?
everything. How do I put it on? Where's it at?
I don't know what you're looking at.
I thought it would like make an announcement for me, but I'm not seeing it. There it is. Happening now. There we are. Woo-hoo. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask your questions. Obviously, if you're not watching live, we're not going to answer your questions. We will eventually get to it. So today, I got a haircut. Did you see? Since our last video, I got a haircut. It wasn't really a haircut. It was like zzz, 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 zzz. Not much of an actual style. But it's better than it was before. That's for sure. So what we want to do here is we're going to answer any questions that you have along the way. I'm not seeing over here where they have the questions.
You're not even on the video, Rick.
Yes, I am. It's right
No,
there.
you're not. You're not on the video.
How do you do it?
You got to click on the video.
On this? There we go. So the questions will come down that side now, right? Ah, look at that. It's a work in progress. There we go. So now we have comments. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. We will get to them. We will answer them. So today, National Association of Realtors came out with their monthly pending home sales report. Get along great. What are you talking about? Our pending home sales, especially, we get along better without the players that we used to have, right? They used to drive us crazy. Anyway, the pending home sales report came out, and
Look, like you can maybe see us. Like half the
first
screen.
of all, huh?
Like half the screen.
What? First of all, pending sale. What is a pending sale?
A sale that's under contract.
Right. So basically, it's in that status where the person has made an offer, an offer's been accepted, but it hasn't closed yet. And that's a good indication of what?
I don't know.
You don't know what's a good indication of? Yes, you do. It's an indication.
No, I can't read your mind. I can't fill in your blanks.
Indication
like
of the market today, where the market's going, that type of thing. So if there's not many pending sales, then the market's slow, right? Whereas if there's a lot of pending sales, then the market's pretty quick. But we have unusual circumstances and unusual situations. So if you look at the surface numbers, it says pending sales fell 20.8% nationwide. Now it actually fell in the South just a little below, 19.6%. But let's call it 20. So 20% compared with February, and 16.3% lower for the year. Now you say, well, that's crazy, that's insane. But I don't know the actual number for here, but listings were said to be down between 60 and 80%. So if you have listings down 80% and pendings only down 20%, what's happening to inventory?
What is?
What's happening to it? Is inventory growing or going down?
Going down.
Right, because there's more people entering into contracts than there are people listing. In fact, there's virtually nobody listing their property right now. Almost nobody. How many sales did you looked it up this morning? How many total sales? How many total properties for sale in DeBerry?
86.
It was 87 when I looked it up, so one even disappeared in the hour between when I did it and you did it. And how many total for sale in all of Deltona?
321.
And what about Orange City?
83.
So that's less than 500 properties for sale in all of Deltona, DeBerry, in Orange City. That is off the charts. It's usually in the thousands. Those three areas combined is usually over 1,000 listings. We already had inventory problems, right?
It really is usually over 1,000.
Yeah. We already had inventory problems, right?
How would it be over 1,000?
Because it's usually a couple hundred in DeBerry.
I've not seen it a couple hundred.
I know, because inventories have been low so much. You usually will have about 200 in DeBerry, about 600 or 700 in a normal market. 600 or 700 in Deltona, and a couple hundred in Orange City at least. So we miss you.
Idling.
We miss you guys big time. It's crazy. We're going insane. Anyway, where were we? So the total sales are down 20% and down 16% for pending sales. But the inventory on the market is almost non-existent. The other thing that's happened here is the average rate last week for a 30-year fixed mortgage was 3.43. It's gone up a tiny bit this week, but I think I just did one for 3.49 FHA. But since the interest rates are down so low, buyers can buy. And I believe interest rates will continue to head down. So it's not a lack of buyers, even though there's less pending sales. Have we had any buyers contacting us?
Yes.
All the time, right? Now, we went from, 15 to 20 leads a weekend to maybe 5 a weekend, right? But of those 15...
I would say it dropped off and it's picking back up.
Really? Yeah.
That's
so
my
why do you think that?
Because of the amount of leads.
Okay, but why do you think that why do you think it's picked up? Not the reason you made that judgment. Why do you think it's picked up in general?
Maybe the scare is over to some people.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about that earlier. And it's like, people have had enough. They're like, whatever. We've been sitting on the sidelines. We want to buy a property. I don't care anymore. We're going to go buy a property. Now, one thing about the buyers is, what's the difference between the buyer today and a buyer 2 months ago? That you pretty much know. When you get that lead that comes in, what do you pretty much know about that buyer? They're pretty what? Pretty interested in doing what?
Pretty more serious.
Very much more serious. So the guy that I get my trucks from, he told me that all the people that walk on his lot, they're gonna buy a truck. They're not wasting their time. They're not out there. They're going to buy a truck. So just like us, anyone that is out there looking, they're going to buy a property. I mean, they're definitely serious buyers. So if you do put your property on the market, then the people that come look at it will be fewer, but they will be much more serious. Okay? In the South, it dropped 19.5 was the actual number. And the mortgages fell to the lowest rate. The other thing about the lenders is, what have they done? The lenders have what?
Raised their qualifications.
Yeah, they've tightened their standards for sure. So they basically made it so that it's harder to get a loan. So that means that at the end of the transaction, what's less likely to happen?
Hi, Taryn.
What's less likely to happen at the end of the transaction?
It's less likely to fall apart.
Right. So at the end, it won't be like, oh, we couldn't get our financing. Credit scores have to be higher, and they have to show that they have the money to do it, and the debt-to-income ratios have come down a little bit too, which debt-to-income ratio is how much I have to pay out every month versus how much I make. So that used to be a little higher. That used to be like 55%. They've dropped that down to 45, 50%, depending on your credit score. Still, cash is king, and credit scores are what rule. So lenders, the other thing is that while the mortgage rates, while the numbers for March are not great, after falling for 5 weeks, mortgage applications went up 12%. So mortgage applications are up 12%. So that means there's
same buyers.
More buyers on the market. The other thing that he predicts, that the NAR predicts, is that prices will not drop. So they're saying that, and why is that? because it's simple supply and demand. You would think with less buyers that prices would drop, and in a normal world it would. But now,
But you never said there was less buyers. You're confusing.
yeah, I said buyer interest has gone down
You just said
40 to 60%.
yeah, but then you just gave
Listings have gone down 40 to 60%.
but then you just gave a quote of mortgage applications, and you asked me a question, and I said the same amount of buyers, and you said no, there's an increase in buyers.
It's an increase in people applying for applications, yeah. That's week over week, though. That's not month over month, but yeah, there is. So basically, if there's less, let's assume there's less buyers, there would typically be lower prices because more properties. But since there's no more properties going on the market, then basically your supply-demand line is staying the same, if not getting worse. There's actually less properties for those buyers to buy. So what does that all mean? According to NAR, even with all of this going on, home prices will still, according to them, this is a quote, are likely to squeak out again in 2020 to a new record high. So they're predicting, whereas we were predicting like 6 or 7% price value increase, now they're down to 1.3%, but still your property's not going to lose its value, and it's going to go up a little bit. Of course, there'll be local market variations. I like to say that Florida real estate is real estate on steroids. We always overreact. If the rest of the country's here, we're here. The rest of the country goes down that much, we go down this much. So, that said, it makes this a very unique opportunity to do what?
To do what?
To list your property for sale. The last one we listed for sale sold in how long?
Shelley's?
Yep.
How long? Couple hours.
5 hours. Last one we listed for sale sold in 5 hours. We had another one before that, it was a little bit before that sold in 2 hours. We've not had many properties at all, if any, stay on the market more than a week or two. So it is an absolutely unique time to list your property. Taryn's ready. There you go. Give her a call. You know Taryn?
A little bit.
A little bit? I don't know her. Anyway, so basically, it is the absolute best time, in my opinion, ever to list your property. You're not going to have a ton of traffic. The people that do come are going to be serious about buying, and you have virtually no competition. Any properties that are currently on the market are stale. They've been there forever, and nobody wants them. They're either overpriced or they're not in good condition. So they're stale. Anytime something comes on the market, it goes off the market. Good example is, I looked when I got in this morning, there's 87 for sale in DeBerry. She looked when she got in the morning, and there was 86 for sale in DeBerry. So there you go. Right there, what?
So stupid.
2% of the market gone, poof, in 2 hours. So there has never, ever been a better time to list your property to get top dollar and to sell it fast. So if you're ready to list and you're ready to list, if you've been on the fence, you need to jump off that fence quick, because as soon as all this mess is over, there's going to be a flood of people who were going to list, and then they're afraid to list. Well, they're not going to be afraid anymore, and they're going to list their property, and you may very well see a lot of competition.
That is a very good point.
Yeah.
That right there is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad I have your approval.
Well, that really is.
Okay.
That's one of the best ones I've heard you express.
Yeah. So the spring market's usually the hottest market. Usually the most.
That
sales.
really will be the truth.
Yeah. Everything else the truth too.
Well, I'm just saying, I differ on some of your stuff, and I'm not going to sit here and go tit for tat for it.
Why not? That's what the people like.
Yeah, but you don't.
I love it. What are you talking about?
Sure.
I love it.
Sure.
So now has never been a better time to list it, because there's going to be a rush or a flood of people listing it. The only question is, will there be a flood of people coming to buy that property? And if that's true, then your supply-demand line, it's not going to move. It's just the volume's going to go up. But if you look at the economy, if you look at the economy, Who's Bob Hope?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna know him because you guys all watch TV. I don't watch TV.
Maybe he must be some kind of guy on TV. I don't know.
Well, if he was on TV, you would think you would know him.
We probably should know him, I'm thinking. So anyway, so
I don't watch TV, so I can't possibly know him.
I bet he's one of these speaker guys. Is what I was saying, not TV. One of these speaker guys. So anyway, so if you look, and if the buyers come back in the market, then it's not going to be any change. But I'm a little nervous about that because are all these companies going to hire all these people back again?
Yeah.
They are?
Yep.
I think you're dreaming.
Nope.
I don't think everybody's going to get hired back. And I don't think the economy
Be
is going to
positive till
recover.
it's not. Right? Why you got to be Mr. Negative?
Not being Mr. Negative. I just think that the economy won't recover as quickly as some are saying. So if it doesn't, that means that the buyers won't increase as much as the listings. So from a lister's perspective, if you wait, then you may not get as much as fast later. Whereas right now, we know for sure. There's no doubt about what we know right now. Right now, there's nothing out there. It's all stale. And most likely, when this is over, a lot of people are going to list their properties for sale. You're going to have more competition. Even you agree with that.
Yeah, even I agree with that.
So right now, what I'm saying is, if you're considering listing, jump off that fence, list that property today. Call or text us at 386-866-1007. Again, call or text us at 386-866-1007. If you want to get that great mortgage, or if you need to refinance because you got a higher rate a few months ago, we can help you with that as well. So give us a call, shoot us a text, and we'll be happy to help you out. That said, you got anything else there, Coach?
Nope.
All right.
I don't know who's still on there.
Record highs.
Can't see. Can't
You
see
want to
who's
list?
online.
If you're going to list today. Do not wait. It might be too late. Okay? List today. Give us a call, 386-866-1007. Everyone, stay safe, and we shall.
How do you stay safe?
Just stay 6 feet away from people.
Well, then get away from me.
All right. We'll see you later. Good job. Talk to you later.